Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sylvie and welcome to the first session of Rewire and Rewire. So today we're going to be focusing on the recognition part. So this idea that we have a thought pattern or a behavior pattern that's no longer serving us, taking some time to appreciate what it is, where it came from, and how it is serving or not serving us in our lives today. To kick things off, we're going to find ourselves in a seated position. So if you're sitting on the floor, a cushion might be nice to elevate your hips. If you're sitting in a chair or a couch, see if you can have your feet planted on the floor. See if you can keep your back upright. And wherever we are, we're just going to take a few rounds of breath to arrive in our space. To welcome ourselves to this practice, to acknowledge it's not easy to make the time, and to thank ourselves for doing so. And begin to slowly lengthen out your inhales and exhales. And as you do so, allowing your facial features to soften and maybe your eyes to close down if that feels comfortable. Shoulder blades to slide down your back, getting really heavy in your sit bones. Taking these few rounds of breath to arrive in your body, sensing somatically where you are today, without judgment, without any sort of criticism or quality, just an observation. To kick things off, we're going to go through a breathing practice to anchor our mind as well as bring a sense of calm, focus. We're going to begin to mindfully direct our breath. So on our inhales, we're going to begin to fill the belly first. Then we're going to fill the chest. And on our exhale, we're going to empty out the chest and then our belly. So doing this together, inhale belly, then chest, exhale chest and belly. So a great option here is to have one hand on your chest and one on your belly, focusing on this 360-degree expansion of your breath in these two parts of your core. And as you continue to breathe in this way, see if you can make the transitions between your inhale and exhale smoother. Having this, kind of wave of your breath be fluid and continuous. Effortless yet purposeful. Allowing your breath to occupy all 360 degrees of your core. As your mind drifts, bring it back in a gentle way, keeping this expansive, fluid-like quality of your breath. We're going to hang out here for another few rounds, making it your own. And on your next exhale, continuing this breath, maybe letting go of the visual and allowing the breath to arrive as is, noting how it may have changed since you started your practice with me today. And I want you to take the time to think about, or rather feel out a thought pattern or behavior pattern that is causing you maybe some trouble, some worry. You acknowledge that it's no longer serving you, but maybe are struggling to change. Picking ideally one thing for this practice. Likely the first thing that came up is what's true for you today in this moment. And once you have this pattern that you've identified, I want you to take a moment to appreciate how this pattern came about. So kind of the source. As you move through this world and things have happened to you and you've lived a life, how has this thought pattern emerged from your experiences? How has this pattern attempted to maybe protect you? How has it maybe tried to keep you safe? Maybe even in what ways has it initially served you in your past? And as you reflect on these questions, see if you can create a space as you reflect on these questions that's really loving and kind. So kind of looking at these experiences or looking at these answers with a lot of compassion, knowing that yourself, your brain, your body was adapting in the best way that it knew how at the time. And seeing if you can kind of encircle yourself with love and appreciation for what your brain and body has done for you so far. Taking a few moments to be kind, appreciate, honor, recognize. And then for the final part of this meditation, I would like you to pick or come up with a complement thought. So as you recognize this thought pattern, where it comes from, how it served you in the past, see if you can come up with a sentence that's believable and lands true for you today that complements this thought. So maybe something like, my circumstances have changed and I no longer need to be protected in this way. Or, my past experiences have now shown that this thought is no longer true. I believe in my ability to grow, to learn. Whatever works for you today. in a way, you're not dismissing this thought pattern, but you're recognizing its purpose, and then also letting it know that you're no longer in the same place and that there is room to grow and change. So hang out here for a few rounds of breath. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today and this time with yourself. Feel free as you move about the rest of your day to come back to this complement thought as the old familiar patterns begin to come up. Recognizing its gift and recognizing your room to grow. Thank you. Have a great day.